Once again, for the second time, notice that second is an S. It's the S show, so it's S time. Not quite S time, but it's time for the S's to do some S talk. Spoety, Spidey, and Slim back again. Black Box Productions, produced by Cliche 93 TV, and we come here to pop our She Nai Eatney. What it do to my brethren?
What's going on, man? Shabbat shalom to all my Hebrew Israelites, man. All praises to the Most High. What's going on, y'all?
Blessings upon
Shalom, shalom. Just chilling, man. You already know. Yeah, all praise to the Most High.
I know.
Sir, yes, sir. Talk to me, Spotter.
I
What's on your
know.
mind?
I appreciate having this. For those who, I'm gonna just tell on myself a little bit. I got a bit of OCD. Synchronism is big for me. So the more royal-looking chairs that my comrades are sitting in, me believing just based on synchronism, the fact that we are a trio, and my experience and my time being around a little longer than them, it just made sense for me to sit in the middle, them to sit on the sides. We don't have three of the same type of chairs that we feel comfortable in. So the one that wanted odd, I feel like I should sit in the odd chair. Then we have this one mic. This is the only thing that's lacking in quality around here, right? And I just feel like it should be synchronized. So they have the quality mics that we have not quite got three of. So we are synchronized. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. And remember last week the homie was way high up. We all on an equal plane, man. But I'm glad to be here on the S show, having S talk with my partners Spoety and Slim.
Man, likewise, man. Stop lying to the people and keep it real. You were just hating on me. You said it in the last episode, man. This is the last time you gonna be in the middle. You gonna be seated higher than that.
Was kind of elevated.
You know what I mean? I gotta continue to elevate, man. But I'm gonna jump right into it, man. You've been going viral for the last 24 hours, or maybe even a little longer. Our brother wasn't here with us, but it was me, you, Scrap. We had we went over to American Cholo's, his podcast. He welcomed us with open arms over there and whatnot. And if I must say, some of the topics, you know what I'm saying, was very uncomfortable, but it got, I wouldn't say heated, but definitely we was definitely disagreeing in a lot of things.
Uncomfortable conversation.
Absolutely coming soon. But you had a viral moment where a lot of people don't know if they didn't see it, or I don't know if he cut it out or they showed it, but you ended up getting up, walking out, and leaving. Can you touch on that a little bit? Or
of course. Okay. Thanks to you, man. This new venture I'm doing, the Black Box 2.0, in collaboration with Cliche 93 TV, my brother, my business partner, my investor, Big Scrap. For those that know, you know, we've been moving. So I've been trying to develop content that is, quality. So that's why I reached out to you and Slim to come join me for some type of rendition of something that we can build upon. You, off top, had an interest in having a dialogue with American Cholo. I am not very aware of American Cholo's content. I've been on this platform before because Mr. Criminal said, crossed me up in some racial shit with the black and the brown. I was generally aware of American Cholo's name, so I thought he was somewhat of a staple in their community. So I wanted someone on their side to have this conversation with me immediately while Mr. Criminal was on that bullshit. So I reached out to American Cholo. He was gracious enough to tap in with me, and instead of him pulling up on me, he invited me to pull up on him. So I pulled up on him. We had what I consider a healthy conversation, and ever since then, we've been super cool. It's been probably almost a year. So when you reached out to me and was like, hey, man, I want to holler at American Cholo, I don't know if you had saw that content or you were just putting it out there. I utilized my rapport with him to arrange that not only meeting, but the podcast. I was all with it. I know you're a Hebrew Israelite. I know you're somewhat militant, if not extremely militant, at least for a Crip. But, you did very well with handling some of the more uncomfortable conversation. However, I got the perspective that every time I tried to express myself, he would get extremely comical, laugh me off, cut me off, and things of that nature. And I wasn't trying to be combative or debate him. I just wanted to express my perspective on the subjects that you and he were speaking. And it got to a point, I forget exactly what we were talking about. I think it was my perspective on tacos and my analogy of tacos and hip-hop being the same. And he just was being very facetious, and he said something about, he called me a dick. and reached out to touch my wrist, and that shit just threw my whole equilibrium off. So, me and touching you,
profanity.
Yeah. I'm trying to do my best. Appreciate that, Keyway. He called me a D, and he was being very friendly with it. And I know that's a different style, different culture, his approach. Yeah. But in the midst of being irritated, almost offended by what you're hearing, and someone reaching over physically, calling you a D, and being on camera trying to make sure you're being appropriate to all things that you're accountable to. I said, let me remove myself, because I was very confused at what was going on at that moment. And I think his tequila consumption probably aided or added to that.
I get it. So
shout out American Cholo though, and you too for bringing that moment to fruition.
Yeah. So before I get into that, my take on it, I wanted to ask you a question. So did you feel at the end of the day after that? Because we already agreed that we gonna be in the works of doing something as well, and that's not going to be the only conversation, because it has to be had. It's very much needed, and I think whether it's negative or positive feedback, it's still feedback, and we have to start somewhere. So my question to you is, did you feel disrespected or because you walked out? What was leading up to the point where you walked out? Did you feel disrespected, or you just couldn't get your point across, or you were just mad to the point that you didn't want to be disrespectful to him, and you just decided to just to leave his platform and keep it respectful?
That's a great question. I'm extremely proud of myself that I didn't allow myself to get mad.
Yeah.
When I get mad in the past, I become irresponsible. I did feel disrespected at a time. Talking, he was like something like, I didn't say watermelons and chicken. That's when the disrespect initially kicked in.
The comedy while we trying to be serious.
Yes,
on sensitive topics.
Correct. He was very comical and made a point, something about watermelon and chicken. I didn't react to it. And then you and him, which was the point of us being there, was seemingly engaging in a healthy dialogue. I appreciated that. So I was very humble and patient for my moments to interject. And it seemed like when I tried to, he was dismissive of my input, so that was disrespectful. And then I believe the conversation at that moment was, you kind of phrased it like important. What would you ask if you could ask for anything from our people to help us meet at the middle?
Yeah, I remember.
And I tried to give my version, and I was speaking kind of like in a metaphor sense, saying, hey, to me, just look the same way the taco is Mexican food. He kept making Taco Bell be an example. And even Taco Bell, it may be owned by all white people, Jewish people, whomever, but it's still marketed as Mexican food, no matter who's fixing it. And I was just saying it's the same way with hip hop. You may do your whole totally version, but you're doing your version of a black thing. And I was trying to make that metaphor, and he was extremely dismissive, which came across as disrespectful. And then while I was trying to be, a good sport, he called me a disrespectful term, man. I had to balance what I would normally do with what I know I should do, and I didn't know how easy that was going to be when he wasn't seemingly understanding where I was coming from. So I just figured, let me remove myself from this immediate position, and I sat back. I was able to watch you continue dialogue with him, and I was able to calm down and approach things from a more mature standpoint.
All right, so before we get Slim take on it, I just wanted to give our audience and other audience around the world the reason that I wanted to not necessarily debate, but have a conversation with American Cholo. I was first introduced to him when I was still in prison, in the whole Tiger with the Ay Caramba video had came out. It was a real big thing. You get what I'm saying? So that's off the dribble. That's why I was introduced with him. But I watched a couple of his podcasts and things like that. But what I will say, so I'm not a historian on American Cholo. I've been watching him since then, but I haven't watched all his stuff. But I know his platform and I know his base. So I always feel like, you know what I'm saying, like having uncomfortable conversation or conversations that normally wouldn't be had needs to be had. And I know if me or you or anybody else that's like-minded don't spearhead it'll never get done. So you know the mission that I'm on as far as pressing peace, and extending it and bettering black and brown relations, I thought that was the perfect opportunity for me to do that. And I appreciate him, for allowing us to go in. And plus, I will say this about American Cholo. Whether I agree with his tactics or his antics or anything that he's done in the past, I love and I respect the fact that he's for his people. I think our people needs to be, if I would say anything about that, I think black people need to be more unapologetic about being pro-black, because I'm not offended about a person being pro their race or pro their people.
I agree with that point.
So, yeah.
And before Slim go, and I know we've kind of extended this quite long, but do you have a perspective about the question you asked me from the outside looking in, or even being on the inside looking in, you being there with me, being my comrade, being on a mission, trying to be as political as you can with him? You asked me, did I feel disrespected? Did you have the perspective or the thought that I was disrespected at all?
Well, I feel like this, anytime a person is purposely or intentionally telling you, can I land, or, if I may, I just feel like it's common courtesy, and it is a bit disrespectful. How disrespectful it is, it comes off. Of course, it comes off that way, and especially that being his platform. I can see how you being, you feel like, I don't necessarily want to say bullied, but like he's like over speaking you to
Bro,
the point
you are ready for this. That's a great fucking answer. Great answer. You happen to hear a sweet voice in the back. That's my niece, 7. She another S tonight. Please love her spirit.
Yeah, but for future references, I feel like anytime men are having conversations, you should always let one talk and then the other one listen, and then the other one goes. That goes a long way,
ODM, I watched your reaction to this whole situation. Yeah, and I know you have a perspective, so I hope you're not exhausted on the conversation, because I know you told your audience what you thought, but we'd love to hear your input on what you saw when me and the homie went over there to holler at American Cholo.
First of all, I'm gonna shout out to y'all for going. I appreciate y'all going, because I wouldn't went.
Respects.
I understand the whole dialogue of opening conversations up and getting it like that. But then I think certain people, it's for them conversation, not just anybody. I think American Cholo himself, not just, I'm saying, I don't know him personally, I'm just saying the character American Cholo, he wishy-washy. It be here 1 minute, here and this. I watched a lot of content. I seen him go up to no jumper. I seen all the stuff, the tactics. Then I seen him try to run for the office type stuff supposed to be going on. I seen different ways. I'm not a gang member, but I'm from the hood. I'm not a gang member, but if you say something, I bring 100 essays with me. It's like on the fence. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of stuff he do, it just is not, you know what I'm saying? It just whatever for that moment. Now, the conversation itself, the whole time I think the conversation was just more, it was a lot of pain and pain and other stuff like being tacked on it on both sides. Not just on his side, on both sides. Mm-hmm. With the Wallman shit, chicken shit, with the taco shit, all that, you know what I'm saying? It just, certain shit, it just like don't need to be said. He had valid points when he said, by hip-hop, we said hip-hop is ours. Hip-hop is ours, we wouldn't need them to support. So them supporting, them doing all this stuff, that makes them a part of this community as well too. Not saying that they own hip-hop, not saying we could create something and we all can enjoy it. It's not, a lot of people want to just, that's ours because we created it, we the first ones to do it, we this, that. No, it's cool, we probably was. But things evolve and things develop. And when people tends to love it, it be more other races that does it. It don't be our race that do it. So, and then we want them to get out of it, but we don't want to, we wonder why that they have more like control over it because they loved it more than us.
With that point being made, do you understand my analogy of the black taco? Us respecting that it's Mexican food, even though we do it our own way, we love it to death.
Yeah, we love it to death, but it's like this.
Still know it's Mexican food though.
Yeah, we know it's Mexican food, but we don't. I don't see this like, all right, boom, just because. I don't think, oh yeah, I'm having a taco, so I think about Mexican food. Or the big Mexican, I gotta have this. I think about taco, that's regular shit.
Every menu you go to order to is going to be listed under Mexican food.
That's cool, man. That's
Even if you go to a black burger joint, they're going to have the burgers or fries, and if they choose to identify, it's going to say Mexican. That's just the way it's classified. It's understood. Even if you do it totally different than the way they do it, it's still Mexican food. Spaghetti, Italian food.
So,
even though we make black spaghetti.
So fried chicken is soul food. We automatically say soul food, so that anybody that eat fried chicken, they got to think of blacks.
The most popular fried chicken that I'm familiar with in America is Colonel Sanders, the white man. I know they put fried chicken on us. I think that's slightly different. I think culturally, the whole world agrees the taco was brought to us by the Mexican. And I think whether we do it just like they do it, and whether we go buy it from them, we make it themselves. If it's our favorite food, we'll say Mexican food is our favorite. Whether it's burritos, taco, enchiladas, we have no problem saying, what's your favorite food? Mexican, Italian. We have no problem saying that. Even if we do it different, it's their food.
I don't think that'd be that deep with me.
It might not personally, but if you look,
yeah, it's like even with the hip hop shows. If I say this a lot about a lot of things. We like to say everything we own is ours, it's ours, it's all this and that, but we don't have nobody that invested in it. Nobody that took time to say, you know what, this is ours, let's get this. And still to this day, nobody still to this day, they go under a label or something else that's owned by a white man. And then where to control that? Everything's ours, but we have no control of shit. We were the first to do this, the first to do that, first to do a lot of different shit, and we have totally no control. We still to this day we know that, and we still don't try to go get control.
I agree with that point.
I agree too. If I may, I got 2 points before I lose my train of thought. So I agree with you both of my brothers. But what I say to Slim, the same thing you said in the beginning. It was, to be honest, when I was up there on that stage, it was a lot of pain. It was a lot of frustration. It was a lot of anger. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of me, from my ancestors, from my people, from my dad, just everything. It was. So to say that, so you right about that. I think what me and Spider is alluding to, and I agree with you as well. I just think the appreciation is taken out. Nobody's saying that they can't be a part of it or even contribute to it, because they have for sure other cultures and other demographics and communities have contributed to a lot of things that black people have created, even put their style up like reggaeton. They done took rap and made it, you know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is nobody's disrespecting them or disrespecting their craft or saying that they're not talented or we don't want them to do this. It's just a lot of people that look like it's feel not appreciated till or feel like they exploit our culture, and not just saying Mexicans, just anybody that's not of our community exploits the our culture in whatever way, but don't respect us enough to even appreciate us or give us the credit for why they're doing it. And that's why I think our brother he's alluding to, and that I know for sure that's why I feel like it's cool, whatever. Nobody have a problem with that, whatever. You're right. Music and hip hop is for everybody. We're just happen to be a lot better at it than most. But we would like to see some appreciation. You get what I'm saying?
All right, in what sense though? Like
in this sense, at least, they say from before we were born. No, this is what we taught about our ancestors. Elvis is the knockoff Little Richard.
That's a fact.
We're taught we started country. We're taught that everything we create as far as a genre or culture, America is known how to steal and appropriate it from us. And hip hop just seems like the next thing in a long list of things.
But still, that doesn't show. I understand you giving us more problems. What is the solution? What I'm saying, how do you show appreciation?
I am not bold enough to claim to have a solution, but when it comes to point of public conversation,
the SB of us having that conversation. My second point, to just not to skip over that, but just my second point before I lose my train of thought is you said something that caught my ear when you first came in, and I agree with you. Whether the case is, I don't know his cultural background, I don't know his street background, none of that. I only spoke to him because of the reasons that I told you. And if his community or anybody else is feeling that he's not qualified. I'm not qualified to tell him he's not qualified or whatever the case is. Not saying that you was doing, but my whole thing is my agenda is to push peace. You know, we brothers. You know what I'm saying? So that's my agenda first. So if anybody out there that's qualified, who feel they're qualified, not saying that a Cholo's not, because I believe he was. And
shout out American Cholo.
Shout out American Cholo. You know, and I commend him for stepping up to the plate. If anybody else wants to have a conversation with me, Spider or Slim, reach out to us. We more than welcome
on
to
the S show. We open for a guest to extend this dialogue.
Yeah, we more than welcome it. You know, from up north, you know, down south, whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? That's built this. That's bridge this gap. You know what I'm saying? That's open up this open dialogue. I welcome it. So reach out to us. You know.
All right. But like, yeah, I feel like if we gonna like, it's like it's hard to have a conversation when the conversation is not really taken serious. It's like
he was being very facetious.
Exactly. So that automatic, like, and it's like that's his character. It's not like, not saying that I'm tagging him.
I wasn't aware of that, but through the comments, the text message, and just DMs I've gotten from all my Sereno partners that expressed their lack of appreciation for what I went through on your channel, American Cholo. It's not just me. I told you on camera, you know this is being recorded. So my position seemed to resonate with all my brown brothers, and it's all respect to you, and I know we intend to extend this dialogue, but I believe my experience was one. And he texted me, to be totally honest, and I think Tequila played a part, excitement, and probably passion, pain, like my brothers insinuated, because he came with the whole BBG thing that I've never heard. And Tequila, he texted me and let me know, being funny but serious, next time I'm going to shut up. So salute to that, AC.
So you never heard about the big black guy?
Only thing I've heard about is a big BC. I've never heard about a BBG. No, I've never heard of that term.
I've definitely heard that term. That terminology. Sure. But before we move on, again, I feel like at this point, it's so messed up with our relations. I feel like any dialogue or any situation, like any conversation, is positive. Whether it turned out he didn't take it serious, well, he whether some people may feel that he took it serious or not, I still am grateful and thankful that he was even willing to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And had the courage to even be what we consider,
because
not politically correct. He was comfortable being out of pocket. I salute that. And I accept that.
He had the courage that a lot of people didn't have, just because he knew he was going to be placed under some type of scrutiny. And you know what I'm saying? So shout out to American Cholo, man. Like we said, we got that uncomfortable conversations coming.
Sure, for sure.
Speaking on unity,
in
the city and amongst people, there's been a recent viral clip. We know, shout out to the Pyrus in Compton that did their thing with their peace walk.
Yeah.
Recently, it's yesterday, I believe.
Ducky from Westside, what up?
Yeah.
Casper Roof from Westside, what up?
It seems as if there's been a large amount of keyways that tried to take to the streets of Los Angeles and do their version of what the Pyrus did in Compton. Are y'all familiar with that?
I'm familiar with it, but I want to say the same type. We're not on the same level.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not on the same level.
No, we definitely on the same level, but I don't think we did the same thing.
No, I'm saying I'm saying
that's the best way I could describe it. But I'm glad y'all.
No,
go ahead.
I'm saying this, what I mean by the same level, I mean one is at the level where they got to the point. It's written in stone. It's what we doing now. With ours, we at the table. We at the round table. We throwing out ideas.
All right, I see
getting this going on.
Oh yeah,
we setting boundaries and guidelines. So it ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Do you believe this was triggered by what Tiny Menace from A-Trey? Shout out to homie Tiny Menace.
Yeah, it was triggered by Tiny Menace.
Is that, you think this is an extension of the viral clip he made and making the appeal to
It's a part of it, but like everybody, like, all right, it's that guys. And another thing that's not like them, it's not one or two hoods. This is a collective. This is, from West LA, South Central, they had Compton niggas there, I believe, but it was all the West. There was like a lot of people
Keyway Nation.
Keyway Nation. There was a gang of people there, bro. And a lot of people came representing where they was from. And it was like, it wasn't just old people either. It was niggas my age, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff was said, and I ain't gonna lie, shout out to Young Ant from A-Trey, bro. He said it like the best, you know what I'm saying?
And Hefe.
Young Ant Hefe.
Hey, we got you on our list for guests on this that show. So stay on deck, Ant.
Yeah, we so Ant said it the
Yeah,
best.
I know they whole people not to
your family. I know you're talking about your brothers and
know. Marcus, Marcellus,
all that,
Maurice,
Shellman,
all they last names.
You can't deny invitation when you start calling your whole family by their first name.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But yeah, so young Ant said, we got up there. Like he said, before he started talking, he didn't want to talk at first. He said he heard a lot about, we got to holler at the shooters. We got to do this. We got to do this. Or we got to make sure they straight or this and that. We could, but it's going to take time and this and that. He's saying, like, and I understand what he's saying. If you're not qualified to sit right here, if you ain't qualified to say, hey, I represent my section, my area, and this is how it's going to be, then what was you here for?
I agree with him because it was a whole lot of people that was there that wasn't qualified. I love the look,
right?
I love the look, but I wish it would have been playing more with the, I don't want to say big dogs, but a lot of more. I like the qualifications would have been a little higher. Not saying that not everybody up in there was turned down or busters or anything like that, but my whole thing about it, when you come to the table like that, you gotta be coming to talk. Like I can make the call, this, that, and the third. I can snap it. Everybody else to me was just in a way.
It's the beginning, fool. It's the beginning. So in the beginning, it's the talk first. You know what I'm saying, now you're going the next. I think the next one, you know what I'm saying, the big guys that's now they gonna bring the, the middleman, because we all got the people that got the young homies. But they connected with the big homies. You know what I'm saying? It's the big homie, little homie, and he got his little homies. You know what I'm saying? It's the middlemans. So them being the middlemans, them being, I think it's going to get better. It's going to, you know what I'm saying? It's the first beginning, you know what I'm saying? So just seeing niggas like Tiny Menace, AD, nigga hug, nigga seeing niggas take a picture and taking it properly, taking it with their chin up, chest out, no gang signs thrown up, no nothing. It just, this. It was just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a beautiful thing for me to witness myself.
Yeah, I think that's real big for LA, man. I'm honestly, man, I'm shocked, but I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of my brothers that went up there, man, and showed up and showed out, and let everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Not only did Damu's want peace, the Keyways do too.
Got any thoughts or words for the detractors? I posted a clip of AD and them out there. Shout out to AD Nightwood, but
shout out to AD.
A few people in my comments tomorrow, this ain't gonna last. Nah. You got any words for those type of people?
I do.
Yeah, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. If you saying how long it ain't last, even if it lasts 24 hours, you know how many people's lives have been saved for 24 hours?
Even if it ain't 100% participation. If a nice chunk of participants, percentage-wise, decide to step back, that's less people involved in that activity that we're trying to deter and avoid.
I just feel like a lot of times people with black, whether it's black or brown, be so violent. White people too, they be negative too. But as far as our people in what we do, like even when we do something positive, it's like it's nothing but positivity can come out of this. Why would you sit up here and make a negative comment about it ain't gonna last long? Like it's gonna be better than what it was.
That's why I've learned, and I'm trying to teach you as newer in these YouTube streets than me. Them comments, boy, grain of salt, because you never know. I tell myself all the time, the person making that comment might be in a mama basement, a man with a pink G-string on, sitting on a dildo. Go ahead, ODM Slim, thoughts?
Oh my goodness.
That's how I got to tell myself before I even validate a fucking comment on YouTube.
Wow. They're amongst the pool of people talking this tough stuff. Facts. I can't lie like that. That's facts. No, but like I said, even with the Keyways, that it's a great thing, bro. It's a great thing, and it's gonna last because it's the year that we understand. We got people that's coming home and understanding what it really is. You know what I'm saying? You got the same people that probably 20 years ago, 15 years ago was willing to go the extra mile to make sure this stayed you know what I'm saying? Now these same people got the power now, and they mindset different.
Smoke in my face.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I think it's gonna last. It's gonna it's it was an emergency. I mean, I heard Kev Max say it was a emergency. We need this. It was a emergency, and that we gonna treat it as that. It's a mercy, bro. We need this.
I agree.
Absolutely. Before we get into something else, I like to go on wax on saying this because
you took it back, putting it on wax. That's old school.
Yeah, man. I'm old school, but old school hard. But quick, fast, and a hurry. A lot of people don't know. I tune in. I tap in every now and then. You know what I'm saying? On Back on Figure, they got somebody on there that I'm interested in watching, and I heard Smack. Saying he willing to meet with all the neighborhood cards, or he with peace as well. You know what I'm saying? How dope. I don't know how T-Rail feel about that, or whatever they staff is. They got over there on Back on Fig, but how dope would it be? You know what I'm saying? If we had this S talk, you know what I'm saying, on Back on Fig.
That's deep you said that, because I can show DMs.
How dope would that be?
I can show some DMs that quite far back where T-Rail's been telling me which days he film on, and we supposed to be scheduling my appearance. It's been multiple years now. Shout out to the whole Back on Fig squad. Shout out to Smack. He cool too. I have a rapport with him that's only been developed online, both of them. But it's been a conversation ever since I seen the homie Slim sit down with T-Rail. I could show a DM thread where I reached out to him. Like, once the homie did it, I felt like it was a wide open thing, but it has yet to happen. I don't know why.
Yeah, to conclude that, why the topic hot right now, not even for the clout, you know what I'm saying, the views or the likes or the comment or subscriptions. Let's keep it going. I'm willing. I'm down with it. Spoty, you down to go?
I'm with it. I'm with whatever the two S's is with on my left and my right.
Slim, what about you? You down to go Back on Fig? You know what I'm saying? Trying to build this.
I know both of them is I talked to them personally, like both of them. Like I'd have been, like I said, sat down on T-Rail to put me in a gang of different positions to win. I'd have been with Smack, different locations, different places. You know what I'm saying? And always love. Like it never been nothing faulty, never been nothing. Always been straight love, like genuine. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Got some good questions for the both of yous.
Yeah, shout out to Back on Fig, man. Welcome to us on there, man. Let's keep this this dialogue and this conversation going between us black men and this the keyways.
Slim, you was talking about there's a video about 4 extras going viral about in the mall.
4 extra in the mall going viral. Baby Stone Gorillas. My take on it, I'm gonna give my take before I actually give you the take, right? My take on it, like, at first I'm like, you got a lot of stuff going on.
Hold on, not to interrupt you or nothing like that, Brody, but can I tell you what actually happened first? Because I
know. Wait. Slim don't know. I know. I know what you want to share. Allow him to wooty wop, and then you can wooty wop.
But before the homie give his take,
I don't want him to. I want him to be surprised after his take.
All right, yeah, bet.
All right. So my thing is, we know extras for sure. A lot of people saying like, oh, why extras like that, this and that, all the stuff. My take on it, even the piece going on right now, my take on it, right, was I would have been with them on that side, like, oh, damn, like that. But these are the same people that all day long I hear disrespecting 410, disrespecting keyways, disrespecting all types of stuff. So it wasn't even my take on it, but I was wanting to tell these people, the ones that's out here that's really out here thugging on records, that this can happen, you know what I'm saying, to anybody. So it ain't my take on it. It's just my opinion on people that say, oh, why would they do this? Why would this, that? When you put that energy out there, bro, when it's all this and that, you will be, especially if you're in these streets, you'll run into some people like these people. Simple playing. Now, I would ask you, like, since I heard that you probably was there.
Oh, I thought I knew something he didn't know.
I heard that he was probably there.
He was there.
He was there in another. So I was gonna ask him, like, what was the full situation? You know what I'm saying, for sure.
So I seen the homies were sending me the reaction. Stupid Badass and what's old boy from Blackstone's name that he be
Diesel Talk.
Diesel Talk.
All right, yeah, Diesel Talk. So hey man, shout out to Diesel Talk too, man. He kept it a buck. I like that. So Yeah, it was me there. So if and I just wanted to say the young man who told the story, who they had on the thing, he told the story absolutely right, but he missed out. He missed out like one or two things. So and I feel like that's the key part that was missed out. So we actually went to the Crenshaw Mall. If y'all don't know, I be in the Crenshaw Mall on the daily, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I was trying to get me some shoes and a hat. So the other
For those on that know, geographically, your neighborhood allies with the area.
I'm on Crenshaw and King.
Is the Crenshaw Mall friendly to the people where you come from? In general, is that your backyard, home? Or
yeah, that's absolutely our backyard. I mean, you know, but the Blackstone's right there as well.
Okay,
it ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? That the Blackstone, that I always looked at that mall as a neutral mall. Never really looked at it as just one specific gang. But when it was the Magic Johnson Theater, for sure that was theirs. But the mall, that was always neutral. You know.
Yeah, homicides. But go ahead.
Yeah. So long story short, so I tell Cuzzo, like, man, we about to go to the mall. He like, all right, whatever. I need some shoes and I need some a hat or whatever. We was about to go do something. So if you hear the young man, he say they was with two big, you know what I'm saying, two big guys. So the other two guys was me and the homie Tony Avelino.
And you do look a lot bigger in person than you do on camera, y'all. He look like a regular, but he a healthy.
Yeah, said.
Oh my mama, I'm a cut out. Yeah, cuz 30.
So yeah, we in the mall, we upstairs, and it was crazy. Oh boy, he like yeah, they was probably at Foot Locker or whatever the case is, because you know, if y'all don't know, a lot of the Crenshaw Mall majority is that shut down. It's maybe like 10, 15 stores in that's still open, but I guess they sold away the property or whatever the case is. So we upstairs, and you know, we loud and obnoxious. We up there chilling, and we see Bunny, Smiley B girl from Blackstone's.
Yeah, all right.
I'm like, Funny Bunny, what up? She like, who is this? Me and Avelino like, man, stop playing. You know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. She like, what's up? So we keep it pushing or whatever the case is. We go to Foot Locker. I don't see no shoes in there I like. So we coming down the Escalade now. I'm trying to go to Lids in a other little hat they got up in there.
And they said Escalade, not
yeah,
Escalade.
I mean, yeah, that's why I call
Easty,
it.
though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we going down. So as we going down by the food court, we going down the Escalade in the front of the mall. So we going down. As soon as we at the top of the thing, we looking down by the food court. We see like 10 niggas right there. So when we looking, you know, we already know what time it is.
Y'all 3D?
It's only us. So it's about, at least, no exaggeration, it's at least about like 10 of them. So you know immediately what we do, you know, we all older. I'm 38, Foesh is what, 35, 36. Avelino, we in our 30s, you know what I'm saying? So we used to this. So as soon as we looking down, he like, oh, bro, we supposed. So, you know, Cuzzo, he started taking off the chain, nigga, take off the, you know, first thing I take off my glasses. Even though I push peace, I know what time it is. You get what I'm saying? Right. So by the time we get all the way down to as soon as we come off the thing, I'm the first one off the thing. So as soon as I come down, like they right there. Like it's right here, they right there. So it immediately like, what up? You know what I'm saying? What up? You know, cuz I like 40 neighborhood Crip. What's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm lying. God can take my kids right now, bro. He on 40 neighborhood Crip. What's up? You know what I mean? And they're like, are you 4 extras? You 4 extras? You like, woo woo. This how they telling them facts. Like, you 4 extras? I'll be following you. Like, yeah, what up? On everything I love, bro. You know, I'm older. I don't even know who the Baby Stone Gorillas is, bro. We don't even. None of us know who the Baby Stone Gorillas. And I'm not saying that they don't have notoriety or nothing. I just did 12 years in prison.
Personally, you wasn't.
To us, they kids. Like to me, I'm looking at like I'm already in my mind like, oh yeah, we about to. If it's something we gonna run through all them. It's 10. Yeah, this easy money. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it like that, like because anything could have happened. But that's what's going on in my head.
Man
like, I'm a
energy
grown
over
man.
boy energy.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They could have did their thing or whatever, but that's just in my head. So when we get up on them or whatever, like, cause we had no, like they right there, they start shaking our hands. I'm like, man, I'm Spoety face. Like 4 extras, Tony Avelino, Spoety face, Tony Avelino. You know what I'm saying? 4 extras. And then that's what cuz was like, yeah, I thought niggas, you know what I'm saying? I thought niggas was tripping. I was gonna come down here tripping on 4-0. Not one time on my mama resting in peace, did not one time any one of them said, oh, this Blackstones or I'm from Blackstones or anything like that. And like I said, if I'm lying, God could take all 4 of my kids right now, bro.
For those that are not aware, what he's trying to explain is when they bang where they was from, if they had heard a return equal energy, it may have led to something physical. However, it remained peaceful because they did not hear that reverse energy. Now I want to ask you, now that you are fully aware who you encountered that day in the mall, are you aware of the moment when they was on No Jumper talking to T-Rail and the C word was mentioned?
Nah, again, Tony Avelino probably a little familiar with him, but we all mid-30s and up. I'm not familiar. Not saying that they don't make good music. I never heard none of their songs. They don't have records. I just don't know about them, bro.
Or have you become familiar with the fact that they comfortable with being openly dissing on record?
Nah, I never knew that.
They had that reputation.
I didn't know who they was.
Now do you know that?
I still don't know who.
So
I still haven't looked at.
First time now that part of the people, one of the things they known for, the people you encountered, they openly diss, like banging on wax type dissing.
Oh,
like yeah.
I never knew that. But again, even me knowing that, I'll be on defense, bro. I push peace. Like even knowing that, I would have seen them like they would have knew me. Like I don't be on that. Look, so my whole thing is about I don't be on that, but I know where I'm from and I know who I'm with. That, you know what I'm saying? That's my cousin. By all means, I'm gonna protect my cousin, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Had they said Blackstones, it would have went a whole nother way, bro.
But my thing is this: I was asking you, were you familiar with their reputation? Because I wanted to ask you as a pusher of peace. Being in that same situation, I would assume, had you not known their reputation, even you being with your lokes, seeing that natural bullshit about to occur, I would think a pusher of peace would be like, hold up, y'all, hold up, let's not go that route.
Yeah, so you right and you wrong because that's my initial thing. Like I push peace. I'm not, even though they was blacks on, had I known their reputation, I still wouldn't have been on none of that. But my whole thing is, even though I press peace, I'm still where I'm from. I'm from there. So again, even though I push peace, doesn't mean the next man push peace. And I'm going to protect me and mine by all means necessary. So where you wrong at is because I know who I'm with.
I haven't made a
no.
I haven't made a position to be wrong about. It was a question.
I'm gonna take.
It was a question.
I haven't said it.
I haven't gave you my perspective to be wrong. I just asked a question.
Okay, again, I'm telling you where you're wrong.
What I agree with you.
I'm gonna tell you this. Let me reword it. Well, I agree with you and I disagree with you as far as your take. So
I didn't say what I felt. I just asked you.
You asked me the question as far as the question.
But I didn't give you my opinion to say I feel one way or the other. I just asked you the question for conversation purposes. I didn't say I agree with one side.
All right. So let me allude to the other side.
One side may be wrong and the other side may be right, but I haven't chosen the side. Go ahead.
All right. So let me allude to the other question as far as when I'm getting to my cousin. Just because I'm
extras.
Correct. And my little homie, Tony Avelino, just because I push peace, again, the same thing we was talking about on the last episode where Slim was getting into it, just because my walk is not everybody else's walk. My journey is not everybody else's journey. My path is not everybody else's journey. And make no mistake about it. This is South Central LA, man. This is South Central LA. You get what I'm saying? They seen my cousin. If they was really on that, they seen us. They was really on that. They could have no questions. They could have whipped out. They could have upped. They could have did anything. So I gotta be mindful of that. Yeah, I press peace. I'm not with the violence. I don't want no problems. But at the same time, I don't know what you want. I don't know what they on. You see what I'm saying? But when we was going down the thing, I looked at them and like, man, these kids, man. Even though you could tell someone was 18, 19, 20 something, 26, 27, but I'm still looking like you know what I'm saying? So I really didn't.
The only reason I asked you that question is because that's why I asked the questions before. Were you familiar with their particular reputation?
Not at all.
And when I know your passion, I just would have assumed, without you knowing that, you would have made a deal. I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say,
it happened too fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just had a moment.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Now.
I assumed you was going to say, yeah, I knew that music. That's why I stepped out of the.
No.
What you and Watizi be on?
Yeah, I never I never knew who they was, but you could feel it. You seen it. You seen it. As soon as we come out, and he's like, "Oh, I think that's it." We was already.
You
already
knew
in the middle.
your
It was too
crew
late.
was on something that mattered.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? My Spidey sense, and it was all that. And then you coming down the escalade.
Spoety.
Yeah, you know you coming out. You can't turn around. You better not turn around. We going down already.
I get that part. I get that part. Go ahead, Slim. I know you've been. I appreciate your patience. Go ahead, Brody.
Let me tell you, bro. When you press in peace, bro, pressing peace is controlling your environment too. If I know my environment is on something other than what I'm pressing, then you inviting anything into your peaceful environment. So if I know C-Mac as a example, I knew C-Mac was messing with my environment. I'm trying to do it this way, and he's doing this thing. I had to separate. As much as that we can make a lot of money together, as much I'm doing all this with you, unless I love you to death, I had to separate because our journeys are two different journeys. Simple and plain. So you pressing peace and you being with niggas that's turned up is never gonna match. It's never gonna match. You're gonna be put in a position to where you're gonna be always against the wall because that's the energy we pressing out. Because immediately you 4 extras, immediately that's the thing. So it's if I'm 4 extras, not saying, oh, I can't never be my cousin's that. No, it's not that. It's that, well, I can't be in the mall with my cousin. I can't be in this because I know my cousin. I know what the energy brings. So my peaceful mess is gonna get tangled up every single time. It's never gonna be that. I was going through the same thing, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a wall every single time, bro. I'm trying to get this going. I'm trying to hey, I'm doing this with T-Rail. I'm doing this with this and that. But then I got this nigga saying this all day, this and that. So when I'm going through certain things with him, I'm getting this energy. I'm clutching. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And I'm like, why am I always in these situations? Because the energy I'm bringing along with my peaceful movement.
You're saying the love we still you have for Crip Mac, the connection. We just had to take a production break because you accepted a jail call from Crip Mac based on politics and his personal stance with the tattoo and the shit that he claims to not go backward on. With your public presence, you had to put distance between yourself and the homie.
Facts. You got to separate, elevate.
I can respect that take. I agree with that take wholeheartedly. 85%. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing, my whole retort of that'd be is, I'm my cousin's keeper. I'm my cousin keeper.
That's the title.
And you know, by my faith, you know, again, Hebrew Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel. I live my life by faith, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just I can't. I just did 12 years in prison. I can't allow myself. I do agree with you. Certain stuff can be avoided outright. But you know what I'm saying? I'm my cousin's keeper. You know what I mean?
Is there any room to just say that I'm growing and sometimes I be on my bullshit?
You said what?
Is there any room to just say I'm growing and sometimes I still be on my bullshit? Because we know
no,
you little
because
turtle.
No, yeah,
we know you little turtle.
Yeah, no, I would say no because I don't be on my BS, but I will give you that I be around people that be on their BS, and that can be detrimental. You know what I'm saying? Probably to my life. You know what I'm saying? Or the perception, that people have on me. I do give y'all that. You know what I'm saying? But this is the first time I've been on the streets with my cousin in probably 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Look, so I want those that's listening and watching
every moment of it
to hear what each of them said and see how much he agreed with him while still saying I'm a ride with my cousin. They saying the same thing, but he's letting you know there are things in place that are not tangible that we can't see that may cause him to make bad decisions in the future. But he's trying to rise. We all are trying to rise above that. I salute that amount of honesty and transparency because I don't even think everybody got what we just went through. Yeah. With that conversation.
And to end in that note, as far as what y'all saying about that, when I say I'm my cousin keeper, because I feel like I'm the only person who qualified. I'm the only person who can, if I'm gonna make that change, I'm the only person he's gonna listen to, bro.
Facts.
So if I give up on my cousin, you know what I'm saying? Not saying he's gone or he's far gone, you know, whatever the case is. I'm just talking about his journey.
Facts.
The path that I'm going and the path that he's on. You see what I'm saying? I'm the only person that that can probably ever, you know what I'm saying, get him to sit down and be, you know what I'm saying, reasonable and really push peace.
But this is what, as much as I over-under and understand that, I over-under and understand what he was saying, And there comes a time where even if you and 4Extras have equal potential energy to make an effect, if you're trying to utilize that to go this way, and he hasn't quite made up his mind to go that way, when you guys are out in public, what are you committed to more? Your relationship with your cousin that has not made up his mind to pick up the path that you would die for now, or that relationship? And then if that's the case, it's that relationship. How much does that passion really mean to you?
It means everything because it's a part of my faith. But as for, like I said, I'm my cousin keeper, and if I'm in public with him, see, that's why I said he with it, but he don't. We not out here starting stuff, bro, looking for stuff like that. And I understand that, but I don't understand what comes with being with him. You see what I'm saying? So that's just
like you think it's anywhere equivalent to the tattoo that Crip Mac got?
Hell yeah.
I think it's worse.
Exactly.
Oh,
I think it's worse.
listen, this is the authenticest West
Facts.
at Los Angeles, Southern California
Facts.
group of conversation y'all gonna get on
Because
a
a
regular
tattoo
basis.
is a tattoo.
Listen to what they telling y'all.
A tattoo, but a person that's
No, don't do that to the homie. Yeah,
No.
we get it.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
let that drop. We get it.
right.
Yeah, we get it.
He a person.
Let that drop on its own, bro. Yeah, let that drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to say, man, shout out to the Blackstones, man. You know, all these, man, my nigga Al Mean, man, AJ,
My
man,
guy, TS,
my nigga
too.
Bleak. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man.
Real talk.
And we finna do what we need to do. I appreciate y'all coming through and being committed to this slot of time that I invited y'all to, man. I know y'all could be anywhere at this time. We building something. It's gonna be bigger than what it is at the moment. It's the S Show, where we have S Talk, and it's always S time. But for those that don't know, you're gonna hear us throwing around the term S time. Our people from our culture realize where it comes from, but when you're incarcerated, you do a stretch. When you get short and you're almost on your way home, that's considered S time. So toward the end of the show, we're going to consider that part S time. When it gets to S time, we're going to announce it and we're going to throw it around to let each other wrap this shit up. And we are currently on S time, y'all. So either y'all could go first and I'll wind it up.
I'll go first.
I'll go first. I'm going to be out of here and let my keyways wind it up. Once again, I appreciate y'all. Tap in, Spotted Look Most Easty, the number 7 on IG. You in the black box. This the S Show, produced by Cliche93 TV. Please go follow that on YouTube and Instagram, and we'll see y'all again next week. Yeah.
Well, you know, of course, I'm available on major platforms, man. Spoetyface _ SPOETYFACE _ And my message today on this S time, on this episode too, is fellas, let's start loving our women a little bit more. Please, let's start respecting our mothers, our sisters, our aunties, our nieces, our auntie, whatever the case is.
Wives and daughters and baby mamas and girlfriends.
Exactly. Just let's start respecting our women a little bit more. Let's start being more patient with them, and let's start getting the black women back to their black queen status. So all the women that's out there, all my sisters, man, I love y'all. We love y'all. Let's start doing better as men.
We missed them junior high school ponytails. It's that regular ponytail. That's the cutest shit we really ever seen, y'all.
Bro, why you keep cutting niggas off?
My bad.
And to all the black queens out here, please, I beg of y'all, man, start respecting the black men a little bit more. You know, when they down, you know what we fighting out here against. Y'all know what we up against. We against up all odds, but somehow we still put a smile on our face. Sometimes we still get out here and go to work. We still make it happen for our kids, you know what I'm saying, and our family. Please, to all the mothers out there that's holding their kids away from their fathers, let's stop doing that. Stop being immature. Let's stop being petty. Let's start loving the black men and put us up back in that black king.
Kent, next week, may I be invasive enough to ask you, can we please talk to you about what may have you thinking that deeply?
Absolutely.
Your recent life events.
Absolutely.
And the voice you hear may want him to chime in on the conversation. That sweet voice, my niece in the background. But yeah, go ahead, you can finish.
Let's get the black men back to black kings. That's respect our men. That's respect, you know what I'm saying? Start allowing us to lead, take back over the household. Start letting us father our sons and our daughters. They need us out here. Let us teach them and give them the tools to give them a fighting chance out here in this cold world. I beg you, I ask you, our black community that's coming together, man. I love all y'all. Peace, love, and happiness.
Slim.
He just threw me for a loop right now. I start thinking about black women and all that, but episode had nothing to do with no black women.
Sweetest thing
I
ever
would
touched
we
this
had
earth.
at least talked about that before he, you know what I'm saying, he end with that. Because if that's the message, then we should do.
No,
We want to lead off. Hey, next week, y'all.
That's my message.
Next week,
That was deep.
next week
That
we
was deep. That was
celebrating
deep.
black femininity.
That
Women.
was deep. That was deep. Now listen. Oh my goodness, my
Starting
daughter
with
is crazy, man.
Siete, my niece. Don't do that. Go ahead.
She be stressing me
Y'all
out.
hear that voice? I'm so glad that voice is back there interrupting
Stress me
things.
out.
That's a segue to our next episode. Go ahead.
Everybody just enjoy yourself, man. I ain't got nothing to say.
Freedom Mac, 33 months ain't nothing. What he got, about a year and a half in?
You can find me ODM Slim at everywhere. ODM Slim Show at all platforms, and y'all just keep living life, man, and keep enjoying yourself, man.
Spoety, Slim, and Spotty, S Show. Bay Mac.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Run it up.
Black Box Productions, Cliche 93 TV.